No, mais let's talk about my mom. My mom today left for a magic country at the age of 63 to learn English for 2 weeks. Okay, I give you, pardon, the profile of my mom. I think if you've listened to the podcast where I invited her, non, j'avoue, it was in French, so maybe not all of you listened to it, mais vraiment. My mom, the biggest travel she made in her life was to leave Tunisia to come to France, okay? And so seeing her get ready with her suitcase yesterday and this morning and preparing and just going out there in the wild, for her it's the wild, and I got so worried because I am used to traveling, to visiting and everything, but for me it was such a worrisome experience because I was like, putain, she doesn't speak English. Like, I didn't sleep, vraiment, I really didn't sleep last night because I was just like praying. I was like, what if something happens to her, like, and it's in the UK, and in the UK they also drive, on the other side. So what if she just doesn't look right and left multiple times and something happens? I was really tempted to put one of my air tags into her jacket just to make sure that I know where she is all the fucking time. I think I should have done that just in case. Mais vraiment, ouais, I worried a lot, but at the same time, when I left her this morning in the cab, I was like, franchement, ça c'est ma mère. Like, this is my mom. That's my mom, bro. Like, that's my mom. 63 years old, going to the UK for the first time ever in her life to learn English. Genre, I say this out loud with all the background, with all the context, with all the... C'est ma mère, en fait. My mom is doing that. Genre, for me, she has more courage than anybody else on this planet. And I don't say this because she's my mom and everything, mais franchement, even with my brother, we're like, she's more courageous and audacious than the two of us combined 100%. Genre, ma mère. I'm sorry, I still need to grasp my head around it because I've been in logistics today, making sure that she arrives at the airport in Paris safe, that she arrives there safe, that she changes her money, that she just gets the cab and then she gets to her host. Et en fait, everything happened perfectly. And she was like, hey, I've just arrived at my host. I have my Wi-Fi, I have my data, I have my money, and I asked people to help me and people helped me. I think she might have gotten scammed with the money because she exchanged 100 euros and only got 65 pounds, which I don't think is very okay. Mais bon, écoute, c'est pas grave. This is also part of the process, but she just literally called me to tell me, hey, I'm going to find a restaurant. I'm like, mais trop cool, so you know how to use maps. She's like, no, the host told me go left, and you'll find restaurants. And she was so happy. She was so happy to call me and to tell me, hey, look at the neighborhood, look at the environment. It's like villas everywhere. And I'm like, putain, my mère is going on a fucking adventure. And outside of that, I can really just talk about this for so long, but outside of that, it's like an even more bigger admiration for who she is as a person, I'm so proud of her, like, I am so fucking proud. And I don't even know, like, being proud of someone encompasses how much I think it's more respect. I have even more respect for this woman, for this human being, because when I think of her and when I think of what she's doing right now, I'm just like computing all the things that she's done in her life, or that she hasn't done in her life, because she sacrificed so much of herself to her family, to my brother, to myself, to my dad. And now I'm like, merde, she is finally doing something for herself. And mind you, she's done that for the past, I would say, 3-4 years, because she had a burnout, I think, 3-4 years ago. And my mom has always been someone of service to everybody else but herself. And I tell you, she carried all the shit in her life and never carried herself. Like, I'm just so fucking surprised and so admiring again of the person that she is now, considering everything that she's been through. And I think that as children, sometimes we don't realize what our parents go through. And It's really a mix of admiration and huge mad respect for who she is even more. And obviously last year has been such a huge year for the three of us. She lost her husband, I mean her ex-husband. I lost my dad. My brother lost my dad as well, but she also lost three of her best friends and the lady that she was working with or working for. My mom was a, how do we say this? Auxiliaire de vie. She assisted old people. How do we say that? Anyways, I even saying this out loud, man, I'm just realizing how much she's been through for the past year only. Like, who you lose three of your best friends, you lose the person that you were working for and with whom you've been, you know, also building a bond. Like she's worked with this old lady for 8-10 years, I think. And then you also lose your ex-husband. And even though it's ex-husband and they were separated for, I would say, 20 years, it's still a person that, like, it's still my dad. It's still the person she created me and my brother with. So this podcast is really just going a bit everywhere, but it's more this sense of I'm really bewildered by who this person is and how much resilience, how much strength she is showing in the face of life. And obviously now it's been a year now, like the lady passed away in April, so it's been a year now that she's not working, that she's just living, you know, and that we've been, her and I, you know, like in the same sort of similar path, but different speed, different pace, and different. No, it's different. It's been different, but very confronting. Also, just being together and rebuilding our relationship. But I'm just, putain, man, she doesn't let herself go. Like she was like, well, I just want to do something for myself. I have this capacity and I have this opportunity to finally listen to myself. I'm just gonna go and fucking do it. And she chose to go in the wild, in a country she doesn't know, to learn English. Genre, mais les frères, en fait, like, if this is not a wake-up call to just do it, to just literally wake up and do whatever the fuck it is that you want to be doing, I don't know what is. I don't know what it is. And even for me, like, she left this morning and I've been so anxious for the past 3 days, obviously, with the whole logistics and everything of her going there. And I realized how fucked up it is because, you know, she's a mom. Every time I travel, she's like, did you take this? Did you forget this? And blah, blah, blah. And now I did the same. Did you pack this? Did you take your pajamas? Did you take this? And I realized that she's like me. Like, I take so much from her. It was so funny. And I was annoyed this morning. And then when she left, I was like, putain, I'm like her. This is such a, I don't know, this is so special. You know, I really felt like, putain, en fait, je suis comme elle. I'm like my mom. And it's an honor, you know? When you grow up, or like when you're a kid or when you're young, you're like, putain, vas-y, I don't even want to look like my parents. They're boring, they're this, they're that. And I think that when you grow up, and I don't know if it's because we experience death and whatever, but there's this, I don't know if it's compassion or it's just you open your eyes. You really open your eyes, and everything that you maybe not hated before, but like found annoying, you realize that you have so much in common with the person. And maybe the things you found annoying and were like, ugh, is because you are the same person. And looking at her now, honestly, with everything she's been through in her life, and because I'm so grateful that we've been brought back together in a sense, because I had to move back here last year and that I'm still here, you know. I'm so grateful. I'm really just so fucking grateful that my life turned upside down, because I get to spend more time with her, and not as a compensation for, you know, because I'm left with one parent, so I have to, you know, I have FOMO and blah, blah, blah. Absolutely not. But more, I'm just grateful to have that time with her, and I'm just so fucking grateful that I am still alive, that she's alive, to hear her stories and to see her and to see how she still develops, you know, and that there is life throughout your whole life, and you get to live life and experience life and re-experience life and rebrand whatever you want to call them, or whatever you want to call it, as many times as you decide. Like, she's 63, she's going for one of the biggest adventures of her life. I'm so excited for her to come back and to just tell me everything that she's been living, you know? I think we're going to do another podcast for sure. But also because I've seen her through so many different layers, and at the age of 59, she already went back to school whilst caring for my dad because he had Alzheimer, and whilst caring also for the old lady she was working with. She was doing these three things at the same time: studying, caring for the old lady, and then caring for my dad. And she still got her diploma as a fucking hairdresser, dude. Like, putain de merde, quoi. Genre, when I think of it, I'm like, again, I am happy. I am just, I'm just, wow. Genre, I don't have any other words. I don't have any other words to express how much I'm wowed by this woman. Et là, she just, for me, she just gets to do whatever the fuck she wants, finally. You know? Finally. And it's like, when I hear her, she's never someone who says, yeah, I regret or this or that. She's really like so fucking grateful, and she has such this faith and this strong, you know, connection with herself and with God, because she's like, well, God gave me everything that I wanted, everything that I prayed for, and everything that she's been through as a person, as a woman, as a daughter, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a sister, and all the other roles that she took on, forged the person that she is today. And she still has the will, power, and the willingness to just go on fucking adventure. And she still has this big inner mind and this child that I see more and more to just go and really experience life and just fucking do it. Like, she really, if I go back to the moment she told me, hey, I want to go to fucking London, to fucking UK, she's not in London, she's in the UK, to learn English, I was like, go fucking do it. Good for you. And she paid it. She was like, yeah, I'm going for 2 weeks. I think this was in September. She's like, yeah, this is going to be my gift to myself. I'm going to the UK to learn English. Period. No questions asked, no nothing. We were both, me and my brother, fuck yes, you know? And it wasn't something that is like teeny tiny of like, yeah, I'm just going to take a class here in France. She's literally going into the fucking country. Tu vois, like, do you know what I mean? Genre, there's no in between. It's not like 0, then 25%, then 50. No, no, no. Elle a fait 0 to 100%. Genre, mais if you don't, like, take my mom as an example, it's like, go fucking 100% or don't fucking do it at all. There's no such thing as like, oh, I'm just gonna teeny tiny baby steps. Take all the fucking steps that you need and just fucking do it. Genre, vraiment. You know what I mean? And it's personally a fucking reminder, because I'm here like, no, me, I'm just gonna do this now. Because I'm like, oui, mais I'm rebuilding it. Mais vas-y, frérot. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Genre, vraiment. She gave me so much energy. Je suis sur le cul. Voilà. So if you're listening to this today, tomorrow, whenever, and you stumble on this podcast, really, I beg of you, just go and do whatever it is that you want to be doing, and just do it big. And I'm not saying like big is like whatever. Define your big. I don't care. But just do it with everything that you have, everything that you are, because that's, otherwise it's not worth it. Why would you go like baby steps and not showing fully yourself, or not go do it like avec tout ce que t'as, tu vois, tout ce que t'as.